Hey everyone, it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hey, for the first time, why don't you subscribe, become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. Here I review products you won't feel guilty buying and do looks you can actually recreate at home. Today's video is sponsored by a brand called Dashing Diva. Now they are a new to me brand and they make nail polish, nail strips, and nail accessories, and they wanted me to test out their new gloss gel nail strips. So these are basically nail wraps, and I'm going to preface this by saying before I tried these, I hated nail wraps. I had tried many different brands before Dashing Diva and they all ended up looking like a 5-year-old stuck a sticker on my nail. So when Dashing Diva presented the opportunity to test out these, I was like, all right, I'll try, let's see how it goes. But I'll admit, I was actually pleasantly surprised to the point where I might be hooked on these. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the application and wear test, so if you wanna watch that, then just stay tuned. So let's talk about these gloss gel nail strips. So these are the premium palette collection. So it not only comes with the nail strip, but you also get some accent nail options and some little stick-on jewels as well. But they also sell just the nail strips alone. These little packages only cost $9. They're supposed to have an ultra gel shine and they're supposed to last a long time on your nails. Now, in the past with nail strips or nail wraps, my main issues have been the application process where I just cannot get them to look right on my nail or like lay down on my nail in a natural way. They always end up kind of buckling. And then another issue I had in the past from other brands would be that the nail strips would peel off really easily. A lot of the times it would happen in the shower because I shower in really hot water and I use hair products that have essential oils in them. So usually that would kind of peel them right off. Those were kind of the preconceived notions I had just about nail strips in general. So before I say anything more, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the application process. Okay, so I have trimmed my nails and then I filed them to be as even as possible. I did have a few casualties earlier this week where my nails broke. We've got a ton of Dashing Diva stuff that we can put on our nails. Let's see what we have. So we've got some 3D nail stickers. These would go over the nail strips, obviously, but the nail strips even come with their own little stickers and whatnot. So we've got a ton of different designs. This is actually kind of pretty. Now, this came with a card with the instructions on how to apply it, and it seems pretty similar to other nail strips or nail wraps. Why don't we just kind of get started and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the prep pad, and that'll get rid of all the oils and whatnot, lotions from my nails. Trying to kind of get it right in the middle. I think this is a good fit. Okay, so I'm gonna press down firmly from the center down and then side to side. So that seems to be smoothing out pretty well actually, and this is a good size for me. It's going all the way to the edge of my nail. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use the file, which is here. So you can kind of see how as we file, it starts to cut through the gel. So that wasn't all too hard to get the excess off. I will say that out of all the nail strips that I've tried, these are looking almost like the smoothest that I've ever tried. I'm not seeing any bubbling, especially towards the edge of my nail. That's something that I normally experience with nail wraps. It's one of the reasons why I just never wear them, because they look so obviously fake, but these aren't buckling, so that's really, really nice. So let's get started and do the second nail. I'm actually really impressed with how the thumb came out though. Okay, so let's go ahead and size. So putting it on the middle finger and pressing down and from side to side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just bend it down. That kind of makes it easier to work with the file to get it trimmed. Okay, see, like that. Neat. Okay, so then you have just a little bit of excess, and that's what you use the gray side for, to smooth it out. The other thing that's really cool about these nail strips is that you don't need heat. There are a lot of nail strips where heat helps them kind of lay down to your finger better, and that's their big secret to avoiding buckling. But this doesn't seem to need any of that. And like as you get the hang of it too, it you start going a lot faster. Like obviously doing this nail so much faster than the first one, and it's still looking really good. Yeah, I kind of wish that they came with a little bit more sizing options than this, because like, especially with the accent nail, there's 4 different sizes here. So if you're trying to do like 2 ring fingers, one of them's gonna end up having to be bigger than the other. So that's a little bit weird. Yeah, this one's coming in a little bit. It's a little narrow for my nail, but because there's only 4 sizes, I'll use the bigger one on my other hand, but this one will be slightly small. So that's just kind of the one downside I'm seeing thus far. Ooh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh, I would totally wear these all the time. And the fact that I could get like a chunky glitter nail like that with no mess, and then in the end it'll be so much easier to take off. One of the reasons why I don't wear chunky glitter is because of how awful it is to take off at the end of the day, or you know, the end of the week, whatever. This looks so good. The other thing I will say too is I feel like my nails are so uneven right now because I had a lot of breaking this week, I had a lot of peeling, but this isn't accentuating any texture on the bed of my nails, so that's also very nice. Just look how smooth this looks. These are like the most natural looking nail strips or nail wraps, what have you, that I've tried for sure, and definitely the easiest to apply. So do we want to do the nail jewel maybe on my thumb? I think we could, you know, add a little bling bling. I feel like this, you can kind of see the outline of the adhesive, but it's not bad. Okay, so this hand is totally done. I think it looks really, really cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the second hand off camera. So I don't know about you, but that application process definitely surprised me. It was incredibly easy. I didn't feel like the strips were finicky. They didn't take a long time to get to look like how I wanted them to look. And they were flexible enough to really lay down on the nail without any buckling, which is probably the biggest downside of most nail strips, is that as soon as you get like a little crease or a buckle, it's over. Like, it's so obvious that you have a sticker on your nail. A few things that usually ruin my manicures, whether it's nail polish or a press-on or a nail strip, include showering, include doing the dishes because I don't wear gloves. Typing usually gives me pretty intense tip wear, and of course working out. I do CrossFit workouts. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing with my hands, and I have broken a nail and chipped many a polish at boot camp. And I had all of those activities on my to-do list this week, so I'm gonna cut in a few update clips from earlier this week to show you how the gel strips held up. Hey everyone, it is the second day wearing the Dashing Diva nail wraps, and they're looking pretty great. I put these things through a lot yesterday, which was the first day I wore them. I took a hot shower with an oil conditioning treatment, which I thought would just make them slip off. Nope, they hung in there. I also did a buttload of dishes, and I did not wear gloves while doing dishes. They were still fine. The only thing that I noticed was both of the jewels that were on my thumbs, they needed to go. The edges of the sticker were kind of peeling up, and I would try to press it down again, but they would just start catching on things. So I popped both of them off. Those didn't seem to really have a lot of lasting power in terms of everything I was doing yesterday, but everything else looks really great. The nail wraps are still very much conformed to my nail with no buckling, no chipping either. Everything just looks good. So here is a close-up. So I'll check in with you in another couple days and show you where we're at. All right, everyone, hey, just a little car update. I'm here on day 3 of this Dashing Diva manicure. I don't know if these updates are boring because nothing has happened yet. They still look great. Yesterday, I did a really intense workout at boot camp, and I did a lot of stuff with my hands. Like, I was doing monkey bars, I was doing kettlebells, I was doing a lot of floor exercises, and I was kind of like, if I'm gonna break a nail at any boot camp class, this is gonna be the one. But nothing happened, and the nail strips still look really good. Okay, so today is day 7 since I've put these nail strips on, and yes, they're still on, which is in and of itself crazy to me, as most nail products look a little funky by day 7. But regardless, it has been 1 week, the nail strips are still on, and they still look almost as good as the first day. So the only real wear that I'm seeing with these nail strips mostly is on my thumb and pinkies. I have the tiniest bit of tip wear, which is to be expected, and then on my left hand pinky strip, I'm getting a little bit of lift actually towards the cuticle. It's kind of peeling that way, but it's very slight, and I kind of just push it down and it resecures. but everything else is hanging on so well, it really is surprising. So far, these Dashing Diva nail strips have changed my mind about nail strips and nail wraps in general because they just work. And this is the first time that I have experienced that. And now that I've found nail strips that work for me, I understand why people use them. Now, something to consider that may be a downside for you is that these packages that are $9, in my opinion, you're gonna get just one, maybe two manicures out of it, because this is all that's left on the strip as far as like the main nails. We have a few accent nails left. Everything that's left over is left over for a reason, because they weren't a perfect fit for my nails. So if you do wanna really stretch your dollar and get two manicures out of this, you might need to maybe trim some, or they might just not go from edge to edge with your nail if you really do wanna stretch your dollar. But even if you are only getting one manicure out of this, $9 is really not that bad. In my opinion, I think that's still budget friendly because that's pretty on par with like the good press-on nails, and I think these last longer and look better longer than press-on nails, even the ones that I swear by. Because those can pop off after day 3 and you can put a new one on to kind of save the manicure and extend it, but the reality is you're still maintaining throughout the week, you know what I mean? With these, I slapped them on a week ago and they still look great. The other thing was that the nail jewels did not stick more than a couple days on me, but I was really putting these to the test, you know, through the oil treatments and dish soap and hot water. So that's kind of all I have to say about these nail strips. I went into this super nervous thinking that it wasn't gonna work out and I'd have to tell the brand like, it's not working for me, but then it really just turned around and surprised me. You saw the video. The link will be down in the description if you wanna check these out, plus a coupon code. You're welcome. So I'm very curious, have you all had luck with nail wraps in the past? I know some people swear by them, some people hate them. Used to be a hater, now I'm a lover, but just of this brand. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, become the newest member of the Slashed Squad, and if you've done that, high five, but have you hit the bell icon so you know every time a new video goes live? Doing all of the above really helps me out, pays my bills, and keeps my face on your subscription page. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!